I wanted to ask you about PJ's performance tonight.
Sure, it was spectacular, man. Much needed. You could tell it was going to be a special night, just based off how he started the game, and that's what we need, especially when we don't have certain guys in the lineup, and we need that offensive firepower. And he came out and did it on both ends of the floor, so I'm grateful for him, man.
I asked him if he was a little more aggressive with Luka out. Do you think he was? Did you see that?
I think he just picked and chose his spots and took what the defense gave him, but also, there's a little bit more aggressiveness that, opportunities are there. So I think he took full advantage of them.
Sorry, you played 42 minutes, and this was your 28th straight game, and the team is 21-7 in those games. What does it feel like just to be able to have a long run like that?
For me, mentally, it's kind of like one of those things. I have a phrase in my mind, it's just about time. Just getting healthy and being able to put a lot of games together and just showcasing what I've always known to be true is that I impact winning on a positive manner. And when I'm out there on the floor, I give our team a better chance of winning. Not saying I can do everything. I just feel like I can go out there and contribute on the offensive end and defensively, just be in the right spots as much as I can be, and just continue to give positive encouragement to my teammates. It's easier to do it when you're out there on the floor. As a competitor, you want that. So just grateful. All glory to God for keeping me healthy and being able to put a good run together before we get ready for the playoffs.
Does your body feel 42 minutes more now than it did 5 years ago, 10 years ago?
What do you mean?
You're
How's
playing
it feel?
42 minutes. Is it?
It's just my job, man. I'm 32, but I'm not about to just say like I feel old up here, man. I feel like I'm at the good place in my prime, and I feel like these games over the last month or 2 months have got me better mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and been able to push past a lot of pain and uncomfortability. And I think 5 years ago I would err on the side of resting, and I think that's probably answering your question. Just err on the side of resting if I felt something in my body. But I think at this point in the season, just having a lot of confidence in the work that I put in and a lot of confidence in myself, and I just feel like I'm in a better place mentally and physically than where I was probably 5 years ago, if that answers your question. Yeah.
How crucial are wins like this against postseason opponents as you guys get ready for the playoff run?
I mean, it's a veteran ball club going against the Golden State Warriors. I've played, I don't know how many games I've played against the Golden State Warriors at this point, but it feels like a lot. And we've matched up over the course of my career, and they've been very tough games, and we know what they're fighting for. They know what we're fighting for. So coming into tonight, I think a lot of the guys on the court playing tonight felt, we had something to prove, especially, we had a wire-to-wire finish in Golden State. And then coming here, it's another wire-to-wire finish. That's what it's supposed to be. When you're going against a veteran ball club that has a high IQ, that's going to challenge you defensively, it's just going to get on transition, shoot a bunch of threes, talk a little, ish to you and get you going, and it just only makes you better. So I thank those guys after the game, for getting me better. That's all I can do. It's just gets me going, man. Going against those guys at times, and they're just special players, man. I have a ton of world respect for them.
That explains the scrappiness and the active hands that you guys had tonight?
We needed it, man. It was necessary. And again, when you're talking a little mess out there, it does get a little physical. But we're just trying to prepare for them better than we did when we were in Golden State.
Kyrie, you guys have won 13 out of your last 15. What does it say that you can win the game of this magnitude without Luka?
Yeah, it definitely felt like one of those games that could have gone either way, just because of the emotions, and physically you have every excuse in the world to throw out there. We played last night, they played last night, we're all tired, but we did, and we were down a few guys, and I think we had that next man up mentality, and again it got to the wire, and it could have gone either way, but I'm glad we pulled this one out. We got timely stops, we got some big defensive rebounds, we trusted each other to make the right plays. I had a few too many turnovers tonight, crucial turnovers, even though we had 17 tonight, so I think that kind of tells you, the tale of the tape. If we take care of the basketball against good teams, then it's going to be even tougher to beat us, but when we turn the ball over, and especially me being the head of the group, it makes it a little harder to at least create some separation throughout the game. So,
How do you keep this ball rolling Sunday against Houston?
just not overthink it. just be basketball players, man. Have fun with the game and lock in and focus in.
Kyrie, Nico really prioritized athleticism and trying to build the supporting cast around you and Luka. You look at the other three guys in the starting lineup, you guys, all really high-level athletes. What has that jolt of athleticism done for this group and kind of the fit with you guys?
I feel like Nico did a great job just putting this team together, especially where we are in this late in the season, and I give a lot of credit to him as well as J Kidd. Those guys have been doing a lot of work. All of our management coaches have been doing great work, and then us as players it's exciting when you get guys that are still scratching at their potential. And right now we say that they're athletic guys, but my goal is by time I leave this league that I can look down at my teammates and say that they're complete players, and they do it on both ends of the floor. They can catch and shoot, they can drive, they can make passes, and we're just a complete team. So they have the intangibles, and they're showing it. I think if we continue to encourage one another, then we'll be in a better place at the end of the season. So right now we're just taking it one day at a time and playing to each other's strengths and knowing each other's weaknesses and really just trying to get each other better before the playoffs.
It seems that you built a good connection with Daniel Gafford and handoffs with him finding you when you counter top walking with back cuts and just your timing in general. What has helped you develop that? What do you like about that connection?
You saw the way I was getting guarded. Yeah, it was like with Gary Payton Jr. or Gary Payton II, and there's a level of chess that gets played, and you want to be on almost like a synergy with your big, be able to place the ball in certain areas, especially if guys are aggressive when you're coming off those dribble handoffs. So I do my best to set up my defender and come off and be physical, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but developing that chemistry and that synergy with Daniel Gafford has been top-notch, has been top tier. I have a similar connection with Derek Lively as well. Those guys are better passers than they get credit for. So if I can continue to play through them at the elbow or in the middle of the paint or throw it down to them, and they can continue to make great plays and get assists, and that's what we want to continue to do.
Kyrie, I know you're always going to play hard, but when you're going up against a guy like Steph Curry, all the battles you've had over the years, is there a little extra motivation, or you just approach it the same way?
It's not a one-on-one battle between me and Steph, man, as much as fans make it, and I don't know how long that conversation is going to probably continue until he retires or I retire, and there's this comparison. He's a point guard, I'm a point guard. He's won 4 championships, I've won 1. We've played against each other in the finals a few times. He has the winning record, so for me, it's just I just show respect to guys like that, and he's put in a ton of work in our league, and he set the bar for a lot of us point guards of where we want to be. We're still chasing his legacy, sort of say, and it's just inevitable as a competitor to want to play well against somebody like that. He brings the best out of you. He's going to come in and do his Steph Curry things. He's going to wow the crowd. He's going to get them going. And I think for me, I've just tried to take some of his strengths that he does well and incorporate into my game. And I'm sure he's taking things from me, and we just learn from one another. And there's that mutual respect. I don't know if we'll ever give the fans what they truly want in terms of out of our matchups, but it's just exciting to be in the league with a guy like that and see him just break records every night, or not every night, but dang near every season. And I'm still trying to scratch at this 50, 40, 90 season this year, and I think he's done it once or twice. So it's easy to sit up here and kind of say negative things about a guy like that, but no, it's all positivity. And when we get on the court, we're gonna go at each other, and that's the way it should be.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dave.